In a long-forgotten land, in a jungle dark and deep, there hides a ruined site, a tower temple, and a key. But what lies within, and what lays beneath, monsters, treasures, traps, and more, is what adventurers truly seek. Mega Dungeon! Mega Dungeon! Big and bold we descend. Monsters lurk round each bend. Treasure hunts, puzzles too. Adventures wait for me and you. Mega Dungeon! Magic swords in our hands. Together we make our stand. Through the dark and the light, we'll conquer every fight. Mega Dungeon! Side by side, face the fight. Heroes shine in the night. Secrets found, legends grow in the Mega Dungeon. Let's go!
Welcome everyone to our Dungeons and Dragons game, Mega Dungeon. If you like Dungeons and Dragons, make sure to smash that like button. Be sure to subscribe. We're up to like 147. We're almost at 150. So please, 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 if you want to help us grow, if you want to help these dicks grow, hit subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed. Ring the bell for notifications for these Dungeons and Dragons games. Leave a comment down below and share the stream if you are feeling generous. My name is DM Steve. We're the Dicks in the Dark and friends. We've got a full house today. Is everybody on the screen? Yeah, everybody is actually on the stream, which is good. Nobody's cut off. We'll start from the beginning. Garrett, how are you doing?
I am all right. I am at a certifiable 5 out of 10 here.
That is, well, I
Average as
mean,
can be.
that's okay, I guess. I mean, I always feel weird about that because some people think like a 5 out of 10 is pretty good, but then a 5 out of 10 is like that's a failing grade. Like a 50% is not actually that good. So, I don't know, I guess it depends. Like if somebody says like a movie is a 5 out of 10, you're like, "Oh, maybe I'll watch that movie." But if you got a
Oh, no way.
50% on a test, oh no?
Yeah, 5 out of 10 on a movie. No, I'm watching it if it's a 2 or if it's above a 7.5.
Really?
Yeah.
That's I feel that scale. That makes sense. That makes sense. What movie is a 2 that you really like?
Oh, have you heard of Zombievers?
Zombie
I like that
Verse?
movie.
No,
That's a good one.
Zombie Verse.
No, Zombievers. Like beaver and
Zombie
zombie.
Oh, Zombievers!
Yeah.
I've heard of Zombievers, yes.
I
Yes.
heard Zombie Verse. You know, like the multiverse. Zombievers. Okay, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. That's excellent. Well, cool. Excellent. Cameron, how are you doing, sir? Our Cameron.
Which one I was gonna say?
That's what I
Yeah,
was gonna say. I'm trying to go down the line.
yeah. I'm actually in a bit of pain today. I have this like crazy knot in my back between my shoulder blade and my spine, and it's just really howling.
That sucks.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. But otherwise, I'm doing good. Went out today, got a new pair of shoes, so that's cool.
Are you in pain because you like moved things or did things in your new place or just
No,
fucking random
pretty,
shit?
pretty sure I just slept on it wrong.
Mm,
You
yeah,
know,
that sucks. I do
old
that
old people shit.
constantly. Well, I'm glad you're back to Mega Dungeon. It's
Yeah,
a long
been
time coming.
long time. Well, we got Buster Cherry and John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, the second.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right. And then other Cameron, Country Fried Minis, our friend. How are you doing, sir?
I am sleep deprived but alive, and I am here and ready to roll dice and perhaps talk about bees.
Bees, buttholes, beavers, whatever.
Yes,
All
yes,
the bee
exactly.
things. I'm a little bit sleep deprived too. I'm trying to like reset my schedule, and I'm in like a weird. I'm in a weird cycle right now. So, excuse me. Oh my goodness.
I
Anyway,
got pill for that.
well, no, I'm taking all of them. Anyway, if you are a big fan of painting miniatures and shenanigans, go over to the Country Fried Minis YouTube channel right here on YouTube. I believe I put the link in the description. That's our friend over here, and if you don't know him, go and check him out with the miniatures. And then we also play a game over there, TTRPG Tuesdays. Next Tuesday, it's gonna be another episode. We got to get out of this place. There's maybe 2 more of those, and then hopefully Blake over here is gonna start his Mutant Crawl Classics. Dungeon Dan, how are you doing?
These chips are spicy.
What are
They're
they?
like super. They're spicier than I expect. They're actually Lay's. They're sweet and spicy honey chips, and I didn't expect them to be as hot as they actually are.
Hot, hot,
That's what
hot.
she said.
They're a little hot.
Hot honey
But that's-
chips.
The hot honey chips, but that's all right because I need to wake up. So yeah.
That sounds like a song. Hot honey chips, but that's all right. Mm-mm.
Yeah, hot honey lips.
Yeah,
Hot
yeah.
honey lip. That's what I'm
Speaking
gonna have after I eat all these damn chips.
Right,
Or hot
right.
honey.
Ew, ew. Speaking of hot honey lips, Nathan, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm week 4 in a hotel. 1 more week.
Week 4. Are you in like a Holiday Inn Express?
This one is it's like
It looks like it could be a Holiday Inn Express.
yeah, 2
Yeah.
beds, cup chair,
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Is
It
this
just
the
it has
bathroom?
that there's like a
No, it's not.
I don't know. Anyway. Well, welcome
wait.
anyway. Back to Mega Dungeon. We're happy to have you. And last but not least, Blake, how are you doing, sir? What's going on?
I'm doing fantastic. I just got back from Dallas, Texas, and I'm ready to roll after all that.
Nice. Nice. Was that
Did
like a
you-
work
are-
thing?
Yeah, kind of.
I was gonna say, did you shoot JR?
I did go down to Dealey Plaza and took a look at the 6th floor of the book
Oh, the
repository.
repository or whatever.
Yeah. I got
Mm.
a nice shot, you know.
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
air.
yeah. I got a nice shot from the
I got a
From the
nice shot
building.
from the book repository.
Yeah, of course. As you do, when you visit there. Well, cool. That's excellent. Let me get over to the Mega Dungeon game here. And Garrett, if you wouldn't mind maybe popping up a
Vibing us up.
vibe for us here and seeing what's happening.
Hmm.
98, huh? What does that mean, guys?
Means
Think
it's
it's
either
good?
really good or really bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
It
on a
feels good.
D420.
Yeah,
It
out
is
of
on
the
a D420, so
Oh,
Nothing
That's,
special.
That's kind of in the middle. So
Yeah.
yeah, it is kind of in the middle.
50%. Meh.
Meh. All right,
it's like
well,
Garrett, 50%.
let's see. What happened last time? Who can tell me what happened last time on the Mega Dungeon?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a big update.
Yeah. Cameron's definitely gonna need a big update.
We finally found the princess that we've been looking for.
Well,
We,
what was
we
left
ca-
of her?
Yeah, we came across this room. It was all locked up. There was weird sounds in it, and inside was a giant lobster man who had glued the princess to the wall with gossamer fluids.
Yeah.
We killed him.
Mm.
There was more fluids, and then the princess was actually a lobster.
Oh,
So we killed her and cut her in half,
Right.
and took the good half back to the town for the reward.
True. Yeah. You
Yeah.
did do that. You did do that.
Too bad we didn't have Sheffy,
Other-
so he could cook the bottom half.
Yeah.
Other than that, that first floor is cleared out, I believe.
Yeah. Well, that's actually the second floor because that
yeah.
is so. That's this one, right? Wait, if I can find it here. Yeah, that's this one. So that was this one. Cameron, did you even go down into
Why?
this floor? Were you in
No.
any
I
part
think
of the
so.
water dungeon
No,
whatsoever?
because I remember listening to it at work at the
Okay,
time. I
right,
remember you guys
right.
found it in the fountain and went down and fought the water elemental, which kicked your guys' ass, by the way.
Right.
That
Okay.
was a fun
So
Actually,
you
session.
do
if
know the water elemental. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but
although my recollection is that he was down there. I think the very
There are a lot of
first
dicks on the map.
the very first time we went down into the water dungeon, one of his characters was with us. But
okay,
Maybe.
we didn't
maybe.
explore down there very much. It was like we went down and that was like the very end of the
Yeah, I
episode.
think that does sound right. Like we found it, but we didn't actually go down because we were kind of hurt.
Okay,
Or
okay.
something like that.
All right. Yeah, that kind of makes sense then. Okay, so that's basically what happened. After they found the water dungeon, Sarducci and Chuck pretty much tried to get hirelings and gather other people. Eventually, of course, getting uh, Chris Copperfield here and Roland Biggs, who for a short time was played by our friend Ian. Maybe he'll come back at some point. I don't know, but and then of course Frank and Tony joined in. They completed the water dungeon. Of course, finding the princess, or at least half the princess, taking her back. They got some rewards and some other stuff. And this is pretty much clear, except for now there are some spots that lead to others spaces. So this floor is clear. However, you know, there are paths forward from here. So there's like a stairway up, there's a stairway
There's
down.
also that wave room as well, which I don't think we ever really.
Oh,
into.
you're talking about this wave room over
Yeah.
here. Yeah. The wave room. That's true.
I
That's true.
I also thought
Secrets
that
of the wave room.
that upstairs aren't there doors upstairs that we haven't gone through?
Right.
either?
So let me go back to that map over here. Yeah. So yeah, definitely upstairs. And that's what I was saying. So that's kind of where you have left to go because obviously there's, sections of the map up here that are blank. So there's still left exploring. Obviously, after the water dungeon, you came back up, you talked to Clifford Jr., you did all that stuff. I'm gonna say everybody is fully healed, and but you know that you've neglected this dungeon for a while in order to do things in the in order to complete what's going on, to find the princess and complete your task in the dungeon below. So because you've neglected it, you know that you've had some kind of respawned monsters and things like that, and you know that you can't really take a bunch of time, otherwise the dungeon's just going to fill back up.
Okay.
So
So
are
we got to
you
get back down there, Tony.
yeah. Cameron, are you playing both your characters today?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll
All
play
right.
both. I really like both these characters.
Okay. This is a big party then. This is a big ass party. Go ahead and throw Buster and John on the map then here by
Yeah.
everybody else down at the bottom, because that's where you're starting, back at room 1.
Buster.
All right.
I
So
love that avatar. That's great.
Which one?
The little RuneScape boy.
Oh
Is that
yeah,
what
the
it's from?
RuneScape 4. I wasn't sure if you meant that or Obi-Wan.
What happened to Philip here? Did he pass away?
He turned blue, and we took him back to town, and the town was like so mad at him they
Oh.
ripped him asunder, Gaddafi style.
Wow.
Oh, you're talking about the merchant, the shisty merchant. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah. He sold you some weird potions, one of which turned Roland's skin blue, and yeah, that was
Babadoo-babada.
yeah, he got ripped apart up in Keep Town because he was scamming all kinds of people.
Hmm.
Sarducci found him in the dungeon. He was a random encounter.
Oh, neato.
Yeah. So, now that we've recapped, you
Who's this guy?
come back down into this initial dungeon, down the long shaft, down the long hallway, through the door that says danger, whites, and you find yourself back in the very first room, with the musty air, and there's 4 doorways leading out of this room here. And of course, you're used to going to the left, westward, but you haven't really. It's probably been a good week or two since you've even really messed around in here. I think Sarducci was the last one to kind of go a little bit through this dungeon. Because he encountered the continually respawning ogres. So what is the plan? What y'all doing?
do we have another clearly established goal down here?
The big goal is the idea is, if you clear a section of the mega dungeon, you can claim a section of the mega dungeon. The problem with
Map.
having cleared the area that's lower than this area is that you really need to clear both areas so that you can establish
Dominance.
dominance in
buffer
the
zone.
area. But yeah, just establish like a cleared area zone. When that happens, some surveyors from Clifford Jr., some adventurers that are kind of working at the Keep Town will come down and kind of like do some surveying, check your maps, and kind of officially make this part of the dungeon yours. But you're responsible for maintaining the dungeon, keeping
Well,
it clean, as it were.
if my recollection is accurate, on this level, there are at least 2 doors that we've never gone through. And we should go through those doors.
I'm on board.
Okay. Yes, it
I
is.
agree.
It has been a while since I've been down here. I was conducting business with Buster.
Where did you come from?
I was told to meet down here today. We have
So you're
concluded our
not
business for now.
you're not dead?
I'm not dead. You know,
He's
I'm
he's
very
touching you.
much
He's
trying
like
to.
he's like, you didn't fall into a hole.
Didn't what?
John fell into a
John.
hole, man.
Yeah, but like John has been back for a while, right? And
Yeah,
Sarducci and him have adventured. I'm just
right.
confused
They
why.
traveled to the mega dungeon together.
Yeah, it's just like,
Since you've
yeah,
been going, Sarducci's been acting a little funny lately. He's
yeah,
he's been
yeah.
he's
Remember,
been pretty.
Sarducci's
He looks
aged
a
like
little
20
older.
years.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I was
that's
about to
true.
say.
That
We
is
call him
true.
Sarducci moments.
That is true. Sarducci has aged since you've seen him.
Yeah,
He
like 20
wasn't
years or something,
he
right?
wasn't the youngest guy anyway, and now
Mm.
he's aged significantly. So,
Okay.
well,
Well, outside of his onset dementia, I imagine
sundowning.
he is going to be the one leading the way here.
I think he's got a pretty good route planned if we just go back up here through the old ogre dungeon.
Yeah, I mean the way that you have been taking, of course, is what just kind of going from this room, like following this hallway, coming down here, maybe a brief stop at the ogre dungeon here, but that's where you've been going. So is that the route that you're going to take? And what is going to be your marching order? Because there's a hell of a lot of you at this point.
How many of us are there? Let's see. 6? No, 7.
Seven,
Yeah.
but that's a big party.
I will exclude the leader. And let's see. Let's go.
Well,
That is Buster in the back and John right in front of him.
Okay. So Buster and John are taking positions in the back. And I think Blake is gonna find a gummy worm tree, like in the mega dungeon. I mean, might be a thing in the mega dungeon. You don't know, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
Well, I tell you what, a gummy
Oops, I
worm
didn't
actually
mean to do
sounds like
that.
really good right now.
I'm just there we go. Just writing weird things all over the place. All right, so in the back is Chuck taking his standard place in the front.
yeah, I will, especially if my shield is still a permanent torch.
Yeah, it still is, and
Sarducci will be somewhere in the middle. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll
okay.
go second.
All right, okay. Second, and then Sarducci and let's see who else we got here. Frankie, like right in the middle. Sound good?
Yeah, just put Tony in front of me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good. So then, all right, that works then. So that's gonna be Chuck, Tony, Frank, Sarducci, Chris. Uh, there's too many characters. John, Buster. Is that
We
right?
gotta
Did
start
I
giving
do
out a
that right?
number.
Did I get them all? Oh boy. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So are you going up in this room or are you going this way?
Guess that's a good point.
Point.
We
I
should
think we're
definitely
gonna
check and see
follow
the
our
ogre
leader.
Yes. Yes. I agree with this plan.
All right. Follow the leader. All right. So Chuck
Uh,
Testa, where are you headed? They're leaving
we
it
don't
up
need
to
to fight the
you.
ogres again. I think we can ignore the ogres for the 4th time. We'll go. I say we go the other way. I'll say we just go straight.
Straight up.
Yep.
Oops. Why did I just undo
Straight
the?
up.
There we go. All right. So you come through to the let's see, the second room. It's a hexagonal room, and there is a let's see. Did you guys fuck this room? I'm trying to think.
The hexagon room?
It was so long ago. I'm like trying to look at my notes.
Awesome.
Yeah, because there's a crystal that illuminates the room. There's a glowing crystal in the top of the room. I don't think you fucked with that crystal, but I can't remember because it's been so long and I don't have a note about it.
I don't remember writing anything about prying a crystal
Crystal.
off.
Yeah, I don't even have
I,
crystal in my note anywhere.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think that
yeah.
I think that we probably left a glowing crystal for light.
Yeah, yeah, you probably did. And at the time it probably would have been the light that you
How
had.
high up there is it?
It's on the top of the it's like connected to the ceiling and it's maybe about 20 feet up.
Can we? Doesn't somebody have a 10-foot pole?
Yeah, Chuck Testa has a 10-foot pole.
Yes,
This room,
I
yeah, he
can only
does.
reach 17 feet up,
Oh,
I think.
you could get on Tony's shoulders. That'd give you another 1.5 feet.
Yeah, someone that like holds me up 2 feet, I can maybe whack it.
Ah, yes.
This room had some shelving lined with various things. You fought some sort of a specter in here, and you fucked up a bunch of the stuff. So there's debris all over the ground, and you've already taken most of everything that was in here. Is anybody gonna try and mess with that crystal? Also, the only
Yeah.
other thing in here is a doorway to the north. And of course, since this is a new day, if you want to, research or recheck any rooms or whatever, this is more than a new day, a new week, whatever. You're
So the-
welcome to be able to do those things.
So, Tone, should we steal this crystal or should I just sling a rock at it?
I think we should throw a rock at it.
I'm gonna
Pickled
sling a rock at
tinnitus.
it.
You're gonna sling a rock at it. Okay. Are you just throwing the rock, or do you have
I have a sling.
Oh, you have a sling. Okay. Go ahead and make a. Since it's up there, go ahead and make an attack roll. Shouldn't be too difficult to hit. All right. You take your sling and you whip a sling stone up there, and it cracks against this crystal. And
It's initiative.
when that happens, the crystal actually shatters,
And it's
and
initiative.
it is initiative. In fact,
Hell
actually,
yeah. Nailed it, Tone.
You got it. You got it. Hey!
you see some what look like white, glowing, spectral creatures start to fly around the room. It's almost like, have you seen
It's the whites. It's the whites.
Have you seen the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yeah.
Man, don't look at it. Where the
Oh,
guy
Our
like
heads are gonna explode.
yeah, yeah, all that. That's what these things look like. They're like ghostly, creepy images. Hello, Calm Star Knight. Possibly instead of vinegar, make it man. Ooh, what are you guys talking about?
There's a conversation going on.
Oh
in there
yeah,
that
there's
you
a
probably
whole
just-
It's a sidebar.
You don't
there's
even
a whole
want. You don't even
Mayo
want to.
conversation going on in our chat. That is
You probably don't even want to deal with
yeah,
that.
yeah,
right
it's,
now.
you're right, That's a whole nother that's a whole nother thing. Oh my goodness gracious me. All right, everybody roll initiative. Don't forget to click your character. Looks like we are. I didn't roll initiative, but it looks like Chuck Testa. Man, he is up in this room, and there are 4 of these spectral beings flying around the room here.
Are they clustered together, perchance?
They are not. As I said, they're flying all around the room like those things from Raiders of the Lost Ark. So not clustered together in any way, shape, or form.
Gotcha. Well, being the first and no one's in the room, I'm just gonna run in, pretty wildly screaming and spinning and flailing, just wildly.
Okay. All right. All right. Wild spin attack. Chuck Testa's specialty. Well, I mean, it may have been wild, but Chuck just goes in, "Whoa!" and you definitely connect with one of them, and it recoils when your sword touches it, so you can tell that you did some sort of damage, but it is not dead, and John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt II is up.
John, I guess we're not in super marching order yet since we're all still kind of back in this room starting our journey here. So he'll rush in and see the specters. And he will attack the one that Chuck just did.
Okay.
Ooh, he's a little rusty. It's been a while.
Yeah, he's a little bit rusty. So he runs in, he swings his sword, trying to hit the one that Chuck did, but these things are just whipping around this room like crazy. And let's see, who do we got? Oh, that's Chris Copperfield. I'm trying to remember what avatar is what. I'm like, oh yeah, it's Chris Copperfield is up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna rush in as well. Um, and attempt to swing my bone at him. That femur I picked up.
The femur. Yes.
Can I reach these things? How high up are they?
They're flying around the room, so they're difficult to hit, but they're at they're some of them are flying, they're because they're kind of whipping all around the room. At some point they are at kind of you can make a swing at them. You almost do kind of have to take a bit of a wild swing to hit these things because they're kind of whipping around the room so fast.
All right, I'm gonna bone it.
Oh, you
Oh, yeah, you
are.
are.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
gonna
you
bone it
are.
so
You
you're
are
boning
gonna-
it so hard.
You're gonna get boned. Oh, that's perfect. Oh no. So Chris Copperfield, he runs in the room and I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, it actually did he trips. You see my little icon dice there. He runs in the room wildly swinging his bone. He trips. Go ahead and make a strength check to see if you can hold your bone, or if
Yes.
you release the bone.
Oh yes.
Chris Copperfield sounds Armenian. I don't know.
Nope.
Oh no.
It
No,
slipped out
no.
of my hands.
Oh boy. The bone flies. Doesn't hit anybody, fortunately, but it doesn't do anything else. And that bone, it lands somewhere over here on the other side of the room, unfortunately.
Oh damn.
This is what happens when you
Uh,
go into a space with your bone in your hand and you just let it go.
He's
Also-
really thinking with the phone there.
Yeah. Also, Chris Copperfield has fallen onto his face, and so he is now
Oh,
like
no.
laying like prone, just inside the door, and yes. Let's see. Is that who is that? Is that again? I'm trying to remember what avatars are what. Is that Tony? Or is that...
Frankie.
That's Frankie. Okay. Frankie's
Yeah.
up.
I just remembered that I had found that helm of telepathy in the last session. Am I to assume that this thing is like attuned to me, or can I use it, or is this like something I don't have any clear understanding of?
Yeah, I mean, you probably don't have much of a clear understanding of it, though. If you
No,
put it
probably not.
on, somehow it allows you to possibly read some people's thoughts and maybe even send some thoughts of your own
Gotcha. Now the spot that I
in a
shot the
close
rock,
range.
is there anything left of that crystal up there, or where it was attached? Is there anything up there?
You gonna send some
Yeah,
thoughts and prayers?
there's kind of there's kind of a bit of broken crystal around a little hole. Also, there's some broken crystal in the center of the room now, but you'd have to like, it's little, so you'd have to like get down on your knees and like pick it. It would leave you prone if you tried to like mess with it at the moment.
Man, just swinging your bone at a broken crystal.
Yeah.
I guess my
Just
only
sounds
real
like
options.
sounds like a strip club to me. It's all it.
My only real option is to draw my short sword and see if I can stab at one of them when they fly by.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and do that then. I look like a beach bum or something today. I'm like totally like, hey
It's a look.
man, it is a look. All right, so yeah, you slash one of them with your short sword, a different one from the one that Chuck and was it John hit, and but you did seem to wound it. It again, it recoiled from the touch of your sword. Its blade biting into it. I'm
Most
trying to
people
do
do.
some math. There we go. Yes, and Buster Cherry. Buster Cherry is up.
Buster Cherry. Let's see. Does
Buster makes me feel good.
let me get his character sheet here.
That worked, actually. Now you just need a little trap. Anybody got a?
I'm afraid to bust.
Hmm.
Let's see. Looks like Buster Cherry. It's kind of a simple man with a battle axe. So that makes it easy for me if I were to hit.
Buster Cherry is not, unfortunately, going to hit with the with that battle axe. Yeah, he's not gonna quite hit. He's gonna be just a smidge away from hitting, very close, but not quite. And that means that the baddies are going. So the first one, of course, angered by Chuck Testa, whips towards Chuck. Oh, Chuck, you are surprisingly hit. And I
These
need
West
you.
Virginians, they're squirrely people, man.
I need you to make a saving throw versus spell. There it is. You take 5 damage, but yeah, I need to make a saving throw for Chuck Testa.
Which one?
Saving throw versus spell.
Spiel. Okay. There we go.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Later.
Chuck. Let me see here for a sec. Oh no. Chuck.
No.
He he gets hit, he takes the 5 damage, but Chuck feels stupider. In fact,
Oh no.
something has drained away, and Chuck has a permanent loss 1 point of intelligence.
Wow.
Oh no.
Which is probably the worst thing for Chuck to lose, because it's the one thing
Permanent?
permanent. I mean, unless you find a way to restore it, but restoring it is like there's like wish or something like that. You gotta. It's pretty hefty to.
What's the level for -2? Or is it just always -1?
Ooh. Yeah, it goes down
Let's
to -2.
see. It's wait. What is it? Is it? I think
Is it 7?
7, and I think 7 is still -1,
-1.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, it might
Isn't
be
that right?
6.
I think
Whoa.
6 is -2. I think 6 is -2.
Okay.
Wow.
I think
We're
anything less
chilling.
than 3 and you're brain dead, basically, right?
Yeah, you can't you can't go lower than 3. That is not a good thing. Yeah, you basically are
You're a
anything.
vegetable.
Yeah, you're a vegetable. Is that right? Where the fuck is
Yeah, let's not kid
intelligence?
ourselves. Anything 8 or below is yeah.
Right.
You
Oh,
can
there it is. Yeah.
you can probably make a living digging holes.
You can. According to this, it says you can still write simple common words. So you can still even
Ooh.
write. Not that Chuck Testa could ever write before, but oh man. So also 5 damage. Don't forget about that. Okay, so that was just the first attack. Another one of them. Let's see. Who are they going for?
What if Chuck did something like finished his memoirs? Would he get an intelligence point from doing that?
No, because
Maybe.
every word would be spelled wrong.
Right.
Yeah, it'd be one syllable at a time, but he could get it done.
All right. One of them is headed for Frankie. Oh fuck! It hit Frankie too.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
Frankie's
dumb.
hit.
Tony,
Oh
where
my
are
goodness. Frankie's gonna get 6 damage and also need to make a saving throw versus spell.
you, dude?
Oh
boy.
no.
You
I
got
hope I
good
could-
saves. You're a halfling.
I hope I
Right.
could get,
He
like-
does have excellent
where's
saves,
it
but there's always the chance of
Catastrophic
unfortunate,
failure.
yeah, critical
Oh, right.
critical failures.
Oh
Like
boy.
that?
Oh
Ooh,
shit.
Jesus.
ew.
Okay, so oh boy. All right. So Frankie, he takes his 6 damage. But oh no. Okay, this isn't too terrible. He feels a little bit sicker, a little bit weaker. He has a permanent 1 point constitution loss.
Oh,
It actually
I'll
And-
never be able to stomach my sister's cooking again.
And it's
fortunately, it's not gonna.
Welcome to my world.
It's not gonna add a penalty, or it's not gonna change a bonus or anything. So that one wasn't too bad. But you
And
also got 6 damage, and
It's
then
it's too bad Comstar Knight does not have the power, because he just said that Colin bees give +3 to intelligence.
I
Colon
mean,
bees.
wait, colon bees or colon bees?
He said
No,
Colin.
he spelled out Colin, as in Colin
Ah.
Quinn, as in the guy from MTV. His bees give +3 intelligence.
I mean, if you can find some colon bees, I'll honor that. But I don't know
Oh,
if
he
that's going to
has
be
colon
possible in
bees.
this.
I'm
The
never gonna
cannon was
dance
reset.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So one of them tries to hit the prone Chris Copper somehow. Somehow Chris is able to like just roll out of the way or something, not hit. And then finally the last one goes for oh no, John, and Mrs. John though as well. So that means that finally Sarducci is up. And I have a
Sarducci,
feeling I already know
yeah,
what
yeah,
Sarducci
yeah.
is gonna
Sarducci
do.
calmly puts his mask on and walks to the door. Homine padre, exiduano, habadi homine, mecha leka hi, mecha heini. Ho.
Oh,
Oh,
Pretty much.
oh wow, okay. That
yeah,
was
those are
that's not bad.
Those numbers.
Rest in the peace of the Pope.
Yeah, that is that's not bad at all. So what level are you, Dan?
Uh, like
8,
level
something
8.
like
Yeah,
that.
level 8. Level 8.
Whoo, he just comes in and he goes blah 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 blah, and they all just go poof, and they just go. Actually, no, they don't go poof. They go shoo, and they scurry off through the edges of this door here.
Edging the
ah.
door.
They kind of like suck through the seams around the door. But for now they're gone.
That doesn't mean that we're not going to run into them again.
That's right.
Although, will
Because
they
they were just
continue?
turned, they were not destroyed.
Will they continuously run away from me though? Like if I
Mm,
walk,
Until you
because
attack them.
it depends. There's gonna be a point where no, they're gonna be
okay,
like, oh, that guy, fuck that guy. In fact, they're gonna gun for you the next time
mm,
they see you. You know that for a fact.
hmm
But at least for the moment, this room, the hexagonal room, is now cleared, so you can see there's the debris from the crystal. You still, of course, have light because of Chuck. I'm assuming, did anybody else light a torch before coming down here? You got a big party. Does somebody?
I've always got a few.
Yeah, okay. And then yeah, and then there's a little bit of that, and then of course the door that they ran through, which
I
is up
Well, the
here.
question is,
I
can
wonder
you?
if we should stick something in that hole up there.
Well, if they're
I'm gonna
just in that
retrieve
other
my phone.
room, right? So Sarducci, is that the same trick you use on the
You
ogres
got the
down the
bone.
hall?
It's not a trick. It's the power of the Lord and Savior of the place, which isn't me.
But would you be able to do it again today?
I can do it as many times as I want
Oh,
to,
nice.
because because the power is not given to me; it is within me.
Oh, Tony, let's get out of here before the ghosts show back up.
I have a feeling they were from a far off place called West Virginia.
Yes, the
Sounds like a terrible place.
terrible, terrible.
Terrible.
So,
Horrible.
so.
Is it
I
my
mean,
turn?
so we
Well,
either
now,
chase after them or we try and take another route
yeah, that's the
around.
question. Do you go after them because that's, the way that you were headed, that would be the way that you'd be going, or do you backtrack and maybe go toward the ogre room again?
Well,
Or do
we're
you or do you go the other, because there is remember there's a way this way. You could kind of do what, like this. There's all kinds of path, like, isn't there
Are
a
the
way?
ogres still in the ogre room?
Not that you
every
know
time.
of.
Every time we go to that room, they seem to be a respawner, except for the last time. But with these are whites. It doesn't matter. Eventually, we're going to have to deal with them. It's either going to be now or it's going to be later. They're down here. So
I don't believe you.
We're going to have to deal with them anyway. I would rather deal with them when we're in our best shape right now instead of later.
Yeah, I am in agreement.
We're going forward. Why would we go backwards?
Sometimes you gotta go back to get forward.
But
Wow. Damn, that was it. That was it right there. That was the best one.
Yeah. Chuck's a little bit more confused than normal. Well, now that you see that your leader has been he's a little dazed. He's maybe a little dazed and confused. You might need to help him along with the plan at this point. You weren't expecting you know, that crazy attack.
So does someone else want to take the leader role?
I mean, if we're ready, I'll head through the door.
He's ready to go.
I'm ready for anything.
I'll follow him.
I mean, listen, if Chuck goes, right, the door is there. He can open it. Is Chuck gonna open the door?
Yeah, I see everyone just like waiting behind me, so I'm just gonna open the door.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what is happening. So yeah, Chuck he steps up and he opens the door. Now in this room, there's a bunch of just dust and sand and like broken rock pieces all over the floor in here. You recall that several weeks ago, probably at this point, maybe even a couple months ago, at this point, or maybe a month ago, you came in here and you busted up some gargoyles.
Right.
And really there's not much else in here other than
The
this
whites?
yeah, the whites aren't in here either. Fortunately, no whites. They must have there was enough hesitation that they must have taken off. They did not regroup in here.
Should we be cautious of the whites?
Always.
Yeah, it's a pretty good idea. And then of course there's a I believe that is a secret door, if I'm not mistaken, but you have discovered it. So
It's not secret anymore.
it's not secret anymore.
It's well known.
Yeah.
Well-known door.
Or at least known to you. So
Well,
And possibly to the whites if it's the only other door out of the room.
It is true.
actually, while I'm in this room,
mhm.
because we haven't done it in this room in a long time.
That's what she said.
So you're gonna climb up into a high hidden spot and draw a penis.
Yeah. You
There are penises all over this room.
true. Now you search around and no, you don't you follow Chuck in here. You don't see the whites. You don't see any secret doors. Um Anybody else gonna rummage through anything in here or just kinda keep on following Chuck?
You want me to give it the old dwarf sniff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Specialty.
I guess so. Which
Sprechen
room are we
den
in? We're up here
Dwarf.
now, right? Yeah, that's
Mhm.
where we're at.
That's right.
Excellent. Let's
That's
go over
right.
to my old character sheet and go down to dwarf cool stuff.
The coolest of dwarf stuff.
Yeah, the dwarf stuff is the coolest.
Chuck
I'm gonna-
now acts like he's too deep on Valium. Oh no. Yes. Yeah, you kind of sift through the rubble here, trying to check the stonework, but yeah, you don't really find anything else here either. It just seems like an empty room with some rubble.
Are you just gaslighting us now?
I might be. That's possible.
Okay.
Is that rebel named Barney?
Yeah, would be. So is Chuck gonna just forge ahead up into this hallway here? And when he gets up into this hallway here, which direction is he gonna go?
Forward still. If I get up through the secret door, just keep going straight.
All right. All right. So it looks like Chuck is just headed straight up this hallway. He's just going for it. He's ready to go. And of course, when
Forgets.
you
Do I hit this pit trap that's right in the middle of this hallway?
there is a pit trap. Obviously you remembered it.
Are you
I
sure?
did. I don't
Did
think Chuck
did
did.
Chuck remember it?
That's
Are
why I'm
you
asking. 'Cause I don't
Probably
think Chuck
not.
did.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe go ahead and make an intelligence check if you're thinking that Chuck might have forgotten it since it has been a while. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Chuck does take a tumble into that trap. Um he's only going to get 2 damage from that fall, but
Oh, ow.
yeah, he did fall. But now there's the open door and Chuck in the pit. It's not that deep of a pit. I don't think so. I think it was yeah, no, it wasn't that deep. Only like 10 foot or something. But so Chuck can probably get out by himself or with just a little bit of help.
Some wall jumping.
Yeah,
Wall jump, grab the ledge.
right.
Nice.
But of course, that alerted everyone else that there is a pit there. It's fairly easy to get over, so no checks or anything like that. Chuck just gonna head on up this hallway here,
Yes.
and of course, if he does that, then there is a door there. What's that?
Hmm. I'll get to this one. And really loudly, not being quiet, yell back to the group. Who checks these things for traps?
Actually,
And I'm
one of
assuming
my
everyone is
characters might
just
for sure.
following behind Chuck, right?
Of course.
That's my plan.
Absolutely.
Hex secret door.
Chuck should walk around saying, "You ever had your shit pushed in? I have." Exaggerate the have, says Comstar Knight.
Let's
Oh!
see. I believe it's this.
Could you open the door with your pole, Chuck?
Uh,
All right, so
I step in and take care of the door.
all right, so you see John, he goes up and he does all kinds of thiefy things and and
Seems like you're generalizing.
I mean, he says the thiefy stuff, and when he says that thiefy stuff, or he does the thiefy stuff, that door he says is good to go. Are you gonna open the door, John, or are you going to You're gonna leave that honor for somebody else.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would definitely leave the guy with the glowing shield as our front runner.
Okay. All right. That's good.
So I'll return to the back.
Okay. So, uh, is Chuck gonna open that door?
Yep. If he said it's good, I'm just gonna open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and the door opens into a room that's about 15 foot wide and 20 foot deep. A room that you haven't been in yet. The floor is covered in a thin layer of dust, and there are several large old crates stacked in the far right corner.
All of which hold things that we could have used the entire time throughout the entire rest of the dungeon, and it's the last thing that we find.
It looks like on the far wall there also might be some sort of, I don't know, something plastered up to the wall. But
Does
you
it have
really have
the
to kind of
bottom,
go in to see it.
the
Is it
top
the
of a
wife?
Plastered in this room.
Is it a top of a princess and the bottom of a
No,
lobster?
no. Fortunately not. Nothing so horrific. No. So you start to file into the room then?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Okay. So you go into the room, you can see that the thing plastered up on the wall as Chuck's light shines on it. It looks like it might be a map plastered up onto the wall.
Also extremely useful. Something that we could have
Hey, it could be if it has the secrets.
we could completely have used this entire time.
So other than that, really nothing in this room. Just this map on the far wall and the crates. And so far, nobody has approached either. Is anybody gonna do anything in here? You can look at the crates, look at that wall. Anybody gonna check for anything?
Yeah. Some of this, and where's my dwarf abilities at?
You too have dwarf abilities?
I too have the
Yeah.
dwarf.
He's got
ability.
2 characters. He's
Yeah.
Like
double
double
fisting
jumping.
tonight. Yeah.
What is
Double
it? They double
fisting.
jump. They move twice as fast as humans. They do double
Yeah.
damage on stairs.
They can
Double
grow.
fisting is definitely a hotel activity.
Yeah,
They can
yeah.
grow to enormous size.
You want to
Yes.
clean up your own house afterwards, you just leave.
They also did double damage to wizards as well.
All right. So John
Yeah,
and
because fuck wizards.
yeah. So John and Buster going in. They're searching around. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna declare that that
well-
map is an illusion, and attempt to see through it.
Yeah, Frankie, throw a rock at it.
I will throw a dagger at it.
You throw a
They try
dagger
to
at
hit
that
it.
map?
I'm gonna
Go.
throw a dagger at the map, at the room that we're in on the map. Try it.
It
Out of
doesn't.
the ceiling falls a giant dagger. Stabs us all.
Make an intelligence check.
Oh, okay. I just threw the dagger. I'll make an.
Yeah,
intelligence
you
check
did.
then.
You did hit the map. The dagger did stick in the map. Yeah. That doesn't look familiar. Chris Copperfield, you're trying to disbelieve it, but you're looking at it. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Yeah. It's not real at all. That's a gelatinous cube.
So as you're trying to believe that it's not real, you're starting to realize that it might be a map of the level that you just completed, the water level. It even has like little like tridents and like little like lobster drawings and stuff all over it. And as you're getting closer to it, you're
Amazing.
like, okay, this isn't an illusion at all. This is actually a map to the level that we just mapped.
Hey, Achaka.
Yeah.
I don't trust those boxes. Can you use your pole and tap at the boxes?
If I open them, then you'll know what's in them, and
Well,
then
no, no,
they'll
no, no.
be okay.
No. Tap the boxes
Nice.
first.
All right, I'll poke I'll poke the boxes.
Mm.
I'll just whack them a bunch of times.
All right. So Chuck takes out his
Yeah.
10-foot pole
I bet he does.
and he whacks the boxes
I
and
just I see them as an entire family of what do you call it? So
giant spiders, and they're actually attacking you right now. So they
wait,
Wait,
a
wait a minute, giant spiders?
yes, in fact, it's initiative.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Yeah. There's
Wait,
some
I'm confused. Were there spiders in the boxes, or were the boxes themselves spiders?
the spiders were in a web behind the boxes.
Oh, okay.
So they
They're not like
crawl.
square.
No,
spiders.
not square spiders. The spiders look menacingly spider-like.
See, I was worried
And yeah,
that
not
they
good.
which would be horrible.
I think you cut out. I didn't hear what you said.
No, I said I said I was wondering if they were going to be a family of mimics, which would have been horrible.
A family of mimic.
Mimic
Son
box.
of a bitch.
That would be great if they were just boxes and then they were like box spider mimics that just like came up on legs and had big mouths.
Oh my god.
That'd be excellent. I'll have to remember that. But it looks like what do we got? Frankie's up fast. Man, these giant spiders, they
Well,
came out of nowhere. They're very large and there are 3 of them.
the one thing about a halfling is that when you're growing up, you're told all these stories about all these other halflings that killed giant spiders. That you know what I mean? It happens all the time. All the heroic halflings get a giant spider kill. So Frankie sees this opportunity to finally, you know,
Right,
etch his
right.
place in halfling history. So I'm gonna whip out the short sword and I'm gonna go at this one of these spiders directly.
Nice.
What a beautiful story.
Do it. Oh, that's a great spider.
How many spiders are there?
There are 3.
Oh no.
Oh
Not
my
the short
goodness
There's
sword.
also
gracious
a lot of
me.
stories.
It
There's a
it
lot of
was
stories
a great
about.
story.
There's a lot of stories about halflings getting wrapped up in webs and stuff.
Yeah,
too,
eaten,
eaten.
devoured. Oh man. Oh shoot. Okay. All right.
Well,
So
now we know what that 98's about.
so you run in, you go to attack the spider, and instead of attacking the spider, you lose the grip of your sword and you toss your sword into the spider nest. You like toss it over the boxes
Oh no!
into the fucking nest behind the spiders. And it's just kind of sticking out a web. You can just barely see it sticking out a web, like just behind the box,
boxes.
like back here. And it's Chris Copperfield.
I'm coming. Hold on. I was in the kitchen.
You made it.
I am here. Okay. I'm not about to fuck around with venom. We're gonna die to these things. I'm gonna just annihilate one with a magic missile.
All right, that seems reasonable.
I kind of just shout, spider! And fling bolts of energy from my hand. What is it?
Okay.
3d6, 3x, 1d6 plus
Yeah,
1. So I need to do.
before you do that though, roll me a percentile. Don't
Oh
forget.
fuck!
Let's see.
I'm gonna blow us all up.
We gotta check here. So Okay, all right. As long as it's never 20% or less, then things are gonna just be fine. So yeah, everything's fine. So yeah, go ahead and roll your damage. Yes, it is. Are you trying to hit all three? Or are you trying to hit all three missiles the same spider?
That is correct.
Okay, that got it. And yes, Chris Copperfield unleashes some bolts of power that smash into one of the spiders, and in fact, completely annihilating it, ripping its large body into disgusting pieces. And
Unfortunately, that was the pregnant one, and now there are
now there are like
millions.
millions of yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Uh, no, it's okay. So John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt the second.
His
His
name is my
name,
name. too.
my name too. He took
don't
my
like
line.
it.
His name is-
So there are
Uh,
two giant spideys left.
wow, look at that big dick spider. He looks like he could use a nice conversation with my sword +2. He's actually a pretty good converser, unlike myself.
Yeah, you almost hit him. Almost hit the spider, but just barely missed. It's Sarducci.
Sarducci's
Sarducci.
whipping that mask out, whipping that mace out, and going for an unhurt spider.
All right, unhurt spider. Go ahead and do it. That was not a good roll.
Nope, was not a good word. At least it wasn't a 1.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so spider's turn. Let's see who is in here. So, first things first. It looks like what do we got? We got Frankie. He's just up there with no sword. So, one of the
No sword.
spiders is gonna try and go for Frankie. What is Frankie's? Let's see again. No, it's just gonna miss him. Let's see who else is in there. John. One of the spiders will go for John, but I think it's gonna miss him too. No, the spider is gonna hit John. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh, fuck! And John needs to make a saving throw versus poison. He is also going to take... Shit, 8 damage.
Oh, that's big.
Plus he failed.
Oh no! John is bit by the spider, and he starts to feel the poison taking hold. Is there anyone that can save
I
him?
need you to suck out the poison.
Does anyone have neutralized poison or a potion or something? Chuck Testa is up, by the way.
Nope, just an amulet of protection against undead. Well, I'm gonna see that spider that's attacking him and just swing at it.
All right.
Get it off him as quick as I can.
So you definitely hit that one. It is
Come on.
not quite dead. And let's see, we've got Frankie here.
That's Tony.
Tony, god damn it.
We got Frankie Tony.
We got Tony.
Tony Baloney.
One of the members of your party looks like he is dying.
Help.
He's
Help.
like turning purple. If anyone has some sort of neutralized poison to
I'm actually like trying to pull up the damn book so that I can see what spells I actually should have. Because obviously I don't have all the spells on here.
Yeah, but if
Oh,
you
there's no way to have
you would only
I
have
have-
what you memorized though. If you didn't
That's
memorize
true,
it, you
yeah.
wouldn't have it.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if anybody has a potion.
Oh, I ain't got none of that stuff. I think the best course of action is to kill him and save him a lot of
Wait.
suffering.
Does he mind turning blue?
Well,
Why do you
it
have a
looks like-
neutralized poison from the shyster?
Oh, I think we have some more potions from him. I don't know what they do.
so the only other potion that I would have that might work is a potion is just a regular potion of healing, but that's not going to work.
Yeah, that's not gonna do anything. All right, well, it is uh, uh,
Tony,
Tony's turn.
thanks, man. Thanks.
Yes.
Not only am I been at the end of initiative this entire game,
You're like-
but you can't even remember my name. This is my first turn the whole night. right? All right. Thanks.
You keep rolling zeros.
I do. Well, I roll a 1 and I got -1. Right.
It's great.
I'm gonna charge in like a dumbass.
Ah,
and
yes.
Smash one of these spiders with my axe. I don't know what spider I'm near. I just see one dick spider. I'm assuming
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, you
So,
run up and yeah, there are two left.
all right. Let's click this guy right here. Right? Why don't you let me click it?
Oh, there might be the little submit thing that you have to re-click.
Oh, yeah, and then I
Sometime-
just hit cancel, right? Or just hit
Sometimes
submit.
it hides. Yeah, submit. There it is. So you swing at one of them, doesn't hit, and as the turn ends, John goes, "Ugh!" And John
Damn it.
Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt is
He's
fucking dead.
Holy shit!
No.
That is strong.
Yeah,
God damn
this is poison, old school poison, like venom. If like basically if nobody, that's why I was
Wow.
like, does anybody have a fucking like potion to like feed him really quick?
Told you I should have just killed him.
Though you guys are getting up in level if you if you
That's what I'm
there's
looking at right now.
I was
I'm
gonna
looking at
say,
it
what
right.
is-
I'm looking. I can do 1 4th level spell, and
Well-
so I can animate him when we get
wait,
to
wait,
the.
wait, what is I'm trying to think. What is, you say 4th level?
Yeah,
Right?
I can animate him. I can't raise him. I can't raise him until I get a 5th level spell.
Right. I was looking in here. Animate, yeah.
But the
Yeah,
thing
you
that
would
sucks-
have to
The thing that sucks is that neutralize poison is a 4th level spell.
yeah.
Oh.
One that you should probably think about keeping in your repertoire.
Yeah.
We should just buy some of that.
Well, so
Yeah.
here's the thing though.
Anti
It's
venom
like
or something.
the 1 4th level spell that I continually use is Cure Serious Wounds.
Oh, of course. Yeah, right.
So
That makes sense.
So it's kind of a toss up.
Right.
I just thought of something that I would try if you're willing to retcon it for a second.
What's that?
So in Buster's bag of holding, he has a preserved Medusa head, and I'm wondering if I can pull that out and turn John to stone.
That's nuts.
Are you putting him on ice?
Yeah.
Put him
Yeah,
on
But we
ice.
did, hey, we did it.
Drag
We've
him back
already done this to a different party member before in a different campaign. But
So
Does
here's
Roger
the thing.
count?
Before you turn into stone, let's make sure we get all of his money. Because no. You misunderstand. If we get all of his money, then we can take him to the temple, and we can use his money to have them resurrect him.
possible.
That way we don't spend any of our money.
So here's what
But he
I'll
doesn't have the time.
Yeah, he doesn't have the time. So here's what I'll say as far as, let's see, because I give a Buster. What did Buster even do?
So
like before? What did he even do this round?
I think Buster is not gone this round.
Oh,
Um,
okay. So he didn't. Did Buster? Wait. Did Buster not go?
He should have gone right before Tony.
Yeah. So did
Yeah,
we
I guess
somehow?
he actually hasn't done anything this
Oh,
round.
so like somehow okay. So probably
Okay.
because in the excitement of John, yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, well then Buster actually does have a turn.
Yeah, I was literally actually going to message you this before all this happened, but I was trying to find the damn command to do a
Oh, the
private
whisper.
message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a like whisper or something.
Yeah, it's like /W. So I
Well,
finally
yeah,
found it.
yeah.
But
Right.
basically, what I was going to say is this entire time while Buster and John have been away, I got the idea just in case if this didn't work. But I was going to say, you know how Buster came into like all that money in
Yeah.
like the past? I was going to see if I could use that money to like do something crazy, like make sure that I could use the Medusa head in this way that I'm saying, or like some kind of like property purchase or something. But if you'd allow it to like, because in my notes it just says preserved Medusa head, so I don't know if it actually has the properties of like turn to stone.
I'm pretty sure it
Well, you can
does.
pickle that, right?
I'm pretty sure that he's used it in that way before somehow like so if yeah, I mean if
Oh, okay.
Buster is able to use, I mean, yeah,
John, look at this!
he's
And
like
he, out of the bag of holding, he grabs the fucking snake-haired head,
But wait.
shows it.
Here's the thing. How
Uh-oh.
many of us are gonna look? Because if you're yelling, John, look at this.
I mean,
there are dumb people in this party who also might.
yeah, that might be an intelligence check on you if you think your character would do that in the middle of combat.
Here's what I'm gonna say. John he got hit. So he got damaged and then he was dying of poison. So he likely like fell onto the floor and was like starting to turn green. So he's on the ground.
Buster runs up and flashes him real quick with the Medusa head.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say that since he's on the ground, if Buster's short, if he just runs over, kind of pulls out the head real quick.
Sticks it
Hard
in
to
his
do
mouth.
this, friend.
Oh no, I
Now
just thought of something fucked up though.
Teabagged him.
John gets a save.
Can't you voluntarily miss any save?
Yeah, he automatically gets a save against like turn to
another
stone.
one?
No, like he doesn't get like
versus
it just gets versus turn to stone.
Oh, well.
Well, there you go. Okay.
Yay.
Officially, so thinking quickly, Buster takes out this fucking disgusting Medusa head, shoves it in John's face. John's like so John's all like he's all like all in some crazy spasm looking thing, but he's completely turned to stone. Buster shoves the thing. Well, actually, I don't know. You tell me what Buster does with the Medusa head at this point.
I mean, he shoves it back in the bag. This thing
Okay.
is crazy dangerous.
Yeah, crazy dangerous. All right, then that
Once you
means
put
it's
John in the
initiative. John in the back.
Honestly, we
Oh
could
my
just
goodness.
just stand him in a corner in the dungeon until we're ready.
Oh my god.
He'd just be our dungeon guy, our little dungeon guy. Why is this?
It's a good icon
Why-
for turn to stone.
What the hell is going on?
Dan is having some problems apparently. Is this a roll
Okay.
20 thing?
Yeah, it was.
Are you
It
having
was.
like a roll 20 issues?
I had to like scroll in really close to click on my character to get a
Okay.
to do that. It wouldn't click. It just wouldn't click for some reason. I don't know why.
Is there like stuff around you? Sometimes if there's like too
There,
much,
there are
yeah,
people around me, but
yeah.
like that's it. You know,
Huh, I don't know.
it's
Okay.
weird. But I got it.
Don't
So it's there.
know.
Buster.
I don't know. All right. Okay.
don't know.
So let's see. So Chris Copperfield is up again.
All right.
Oh my God, you rolled. Oh no, that's. I was gonna say. It's like you didn't roll another 0, but that's
No,
somebody else.
the dwarves, both the dwarves are just zeroing out, right?
Wait,
All
I
right.
got a 3.
Now you, yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
I get a -1
What's
because my legs are short.
He's got the short legs. You can't help it.
Right.
Wait till you see me on a set of stairs, though.
So there
With
are
the double jump as well.
there are 2 spiders, Mr. Copperfield. There is
All
one
right.
completely unhurt and one that's kind of jacked up.
All
All
right.
rips are successful saving throws. They are.
I'm doing the same
Did you say
thing.
jacked off?
Except I'm gonna
Sure.
hit two missiles on one and one missile on the other.
Ah,
One missile on the weakened one. But I need to roll
so
a different thing
1d6.
first.
Yeah, yeah, you could Oh, that different thing. Yeah, yeah. Nope, nope. All good. All good.
All right.
Normal
So
missiles.
this is 2d6. That's 12. Yes, 2d6 plus 2 versus the full health.
What was that
Whoa!
dice?
What the fuck?
Ah,
How did that even like? How did you even get that to post in there?
And he gave you the 1 too.
Uh. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So that was the 2 versus the 1.
Yep. And then
Uh.
1d6 versus the injured one. Wham.
Okay. So what was 1d6? Okay, yeah, yeah, you got it. You got it. All right. So the first one, the uninjured one, is now fairly injured. The injured one is now blown to bits. Its little spider legs.
How did you get a picture in there?
I just sent it.
That's so weird. I did not know that you could do that.
I didn't either. I was like, wait a minute, how did you get a picture in there?
That's so strange.
It must be an upgrade that like haven't played with.
Yeah.
That's so weird. All right, then that means it is let's see, it's Frankie, right? Frankie's
Yeah,
turn.
yeah. Well, I don't have my sword. I threw my dagger at the map on the wall. Um, so I've got some rocks and I got a sling. But surely there are no spiders behind the boxes anymore.
surely.
And I'm quite small. And I saw our friend just foam up and nearly croak. So I'm thinking, can I jump behind the boxes and hide?
You can make an attempt. Go ahead
Try to
and
get my sword back, maybe?
yeah, roll a dexterity check. See if you can do some halfling acrobatics. All right. Well,
It's sticky back there.
Can you just call them like half-robatics?
Afro.
No,
I don't
half-robatic.
Afrobatics? That's
You might want
something
to get
different.
closer to the mic whenever you.
That's something different. Yeah,
Like my
so
arm is over my mic.
Frankie, he jumps, he dives behind the stuff, and he finds himself in the web with the sword. Now he's able to grab his sword, but now he's kind of stuck in web. So he's got his sword, but he's kind of
Uh-oh.
stuck, and he might have to do some strength checks to like
Wiggle
bust
out.
himself out of this web. But you do have your sword. You did get your sword because I said it was just sticking right out, so that was easy. And Chuck Testa's up.
All right. Is there still? There's still a spider.
There's one spider left.
All right. Pretty simple. Big swing at spider.
Woo!
Well, that's going to be a hit. Yeah, you smash right into that spider, and you bust his little body completely apart. Taking revenge for your friend. Revenge. And combat is done.
Fucking poison.
I'm gonna go pull Frankie out of the web.
You go and pull Frankie out of the web from behind this thing, and when you do, you notice that oh, you're gonna have to be really careful pulling him out because there is a giant cluster of eggs in this like sack, and if you like pull him out like too roughly, you might like rupture the sack, and who knows if those
Oh
little
man, I hate it when that
spideys.
happens.
Can I
Yeah,
just burn it?
Don't wanna
not with
rupture
him
that
in
sack.
it,
Why not?
because it'll
but-
burn him.
Who's the statue?
He's quick.
John.
John is a statue.
John.
John is. Oh God. No, John.
John is
Poor
always
John.
the one, man.
Poor
God
John.
damn.
All right,
You
so
could
how
you
shall
could
I?
push the box where the eggs are. Just push it up against the wall as hard as you can. Try and smush the eggs. How big
You
Is
is
that a
say
the
thing?
egg?
that our eggs are back there? We
How
should
big-
burn them.
You definitely have to destroy those eggs.
Yeah,
Fire.
All right,
Although
Frankie.
Where's
Your
Jeffy?
sister's
we
gonna
need to
kill
be
Gotta
me,
make up
but
careful.
omelets.
we don't want to burn the boxes. Maybe there's something in the boxes we don't want to burn, so we've got to be careful and move all the boxes out of the way, and then burn the eggs.
You think there's more spiders in the boxes?
You want to find out?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, poke him with your pole.
Or we
It should
could take
roll
a
right in
John.
there.
We could take a stone John and smash the eggs with
Yeah,
stone
just
John.
tip me over into the
Tip
boxes
me,
and have me.
man.
What? What if you smash John by
Oh.
mistake, though?
Ooh.
I don't want to break him up.
Did we get Frankie out of the web, or do we have to burn him?
In order to get Frankie out of the web, you're going to have to make a strength check, but also a dexterity check. The strength check to get him
This is
out,
gonna be bad.
dexterity
No,
to
it's gonna be
make
great.
sure that you don't smash those eggs.
All right, so which order? Well, I mean, if the egg sack rips, I mean, somebody have a torch ready so that you can just.
All
poke it
right,
right in
I'll
there.
strike one up. I'll prep a torch.
All right.
Yeah. If it goes bad, we might as well try to mitigate our situation as much as possible.
Right.
All right, so I gotta. You want to do it in that order: strength and then dex.
Yeah.
All right.
Strength is the yanking motion, and then that's the one we need to see. Okay. So you actually aren't
The
even
weakest.
able to like pull, you're trying to pull him, and like you can't get the right angle. You can't even pull this guy out.
Why is it always got to be roll under when I get big numbers?
Oh yes. Of course.
Is Buster strong?
Oh, so I don't even need to make the dex check because I'm such a fucking.
Because you're
You're
such a
fucking
pussy, you
puss,
couldn't
yeah.
you couldn't pull him out, so you can't. No. You didn't even have to make it. Those
All
spider eggs are just fine.
All right, burn them. We tried.
I'll just live here for the rest of my days.
They're gonna hatch and eat you at some point.
I mean, if
Just throw the lit torch back here, man, and I'll bust away. I'll break away, and you push this big box into the wall and smush all the eggs.
because there's boxes there, if you do feel like if you're able to pull yourself up a little bit, like with a strength check, somebody else might be able to smash the eggs with one of the boxes.
Okay.
All right. So Frankie's able to pull them up. Is somebody gonna smash those eggs with the boxes?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and
That's some incel
go ahead and
shit
make
right
a
there.
strength check for Chuck Testa. Just gonna push one of these boxes into the.
Hell yeah.
All right. So Chuck goes, and he crushes those eggs up against the wall, and Frankie hops up on top of the box, and yeah, now you're just hanging out.
I say we should open the boxes. All of the boxes.
Is
Yeah.
this just all a metaphor for the pelvic floor?
It might be.
Yes.
Yeah, probably. Okay, who's gonna open the boxes? Your thief is stoned.
Yeah, he is. If we're gonna smash the boxes, then Buster.
But I don't want to smash the boxes. I figure we just like start prying the boxes open.
Listen, after what happened to John, Buster is not going anywhere near those boxes.
Well, who's gonna open the boxes then?
Well, I'll
What's
do it.
in the
I'll
box?
get
No
my
one.
short. You can get
What's
your
in the
short
box?
sword, pry it up underneath one of the lids, and see if I can pry it open.
Okay. You pry off one of the lids of the box. The very first box, you pry off the lid, and inside this box, you see three what look like potions wrapped in a cloth.
Shit.
Did they
Oh
say
my god.
neutralize toxins?
Ah!
Three neutralized poison potions, probably.
So there's one potion of healing that you
Okay.
recognize. There's one potion of neutralize poison,
Of course.
and
Oh,
there is
Nate called it.
one unlabeled potion that is that's gold and glittery, but doesn't have a label on it.
Gold glitter.
And then those potions are wrapped in a cloak.
And a cloak. Okay.
The AI made Tony a 3-armed man. Picture that I posted.
Fuck yeah.
All right. So
Digging
many
holes.
how many boxes are there?
At least 27.
There's 3 boxes, 3 kind of
Okay.
big boxes.
So I guess we're just gonna pry open all the boxes. So
All
I've
right.
got these potions and the cloak.
Okay. The next box is it's got some gold in it. It looks like there's 250 gold in that box.
Spread across 6 people or some bullshit like that. Because we're not paying the stoned guy.
We're not paying. Yeah.
And can John be looted?
No,
No.
John cannot be looted. No, John
Because
is
all his
like
stuff turns
all
to
his
stone as well.
Yeah, everything is turned to
That's
stone.
why-
Steve, you,
that's-
you should
that's
open
why-
his character sheet and
that's
take
why-
a look at the things he has.
That's why I said we needed to like get the shit off of him before that happened.
The thing is that there was no time.
Yeah.
There's no time for discussion. It was it was definitely a thing that had to be done quickly.
Okay.
Let's see, what does John have? He's got some okay. Stuff here.
John is the one who had the neutralized poison on his body.
He's got like minotaur horns. Nice.
He does, doesn't he? He does have
No
neutralized poison.
fucking shit.
He does have a neutralized poison on him, doesn't
No, he had...
Nope, no.
I don't even know. Wait, how would that even work? I guess you'd have to pour it over somebody.
Yeah, I guess it's like a salad or
Yeah,
something.
John, in his equipment, the very, very final item is a potion of stone to flesh.
Oh no.
Perfect.
Oh no. Oh
I
no.
mean, Murphy's Law in action.
Yeah, like
So funny.
seriously.
The
Here,
amount of money we're gonna have to spend on this guy
oh my goodness,
vers-
John.
versus versus just leaving him a statue in the dungeon
Yeah.
until we're ready. You know what I mean?
Well, nothing
Well,
bad's
if we're
gonna happen.
claiming this area as ours, it's just have me around as decoration until you can deal with me.
Right. Yeah, see, potion. If you look at the stream, potion of stone to flesh, is the very last thing in his fucking inventory.
Yeah.
Oh
God.
my goodness
Thought
gracious.
that was funny.
That is ironic.
Wow.
At least he's not like. Here's the thing, John. He keeps getting like, brink of death. He's the character, brink of death character. That's
Damn.
great. Oh man. Well,
Treacherous life.
the final box is totally empty.
Really?
Mhm.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use this on the box just to see if there's anything in the box. If there's any kind of
Detect
anything
secret
hidden.
box doors.
Well, to see if there's like any hidden compartments or whatnot.
No. These are big crates. There's
What if
it
it's
would be pretty.
invisible treasure?
Oh yeah.
I have invisible treasures.
But as I also said, there is one other thing in. Well, yeah. You almost saw my invisible treasures earlier. There is still a map on the wall of the dungeon below.
We draw a big dong where his body is, and
Yeah.
just move
We're
on with
just
our
gonna
lives.
just deface it in the same way that you deface the actual map.
Wait,
Actually,
if we draw on him when he's stoned, is it still drawn on him when he's unstoned?
Maybe. I mean, probably, because
It
it would
becomes a
still be.
tattoo.
Yeah, it would still be on his. It'd still be on his skin. What you don't want to do is etch things into him. That'd be fucked up.
hey,
Oh,
Tony,
that's great. Chisel.
are you able to use your dwarven fingers to see if there's anything behind the map?
Magic dwarven fingers.
Magic dwarven.
Oh, you want me to give it the dwarf sniff?
Yes, to see if anything is behind the map. If the map is hiding anything.
Oh, like a stone crab? Is it a stone map?
Well, the stone behind the map, I guess, maybe.
Oh, well, we'll do that. We'll do that. Just like this. Watch this. It's going to be a bad roll.
Yeah, I mean, Tony takes the map off the wall. He checks behind the map. It looks like it was just kind of stuck up with some sort of old adhesive. It peeled down pretty easily, and it's able to be rolled up. But yeah, no, nothing on the wall behind the map. Just a normal wall. Anyone want to do anything else in here?
Buster wants to cross-reference the map to see if it lines up with the map of the lower floor and potentially if there's anything that was missed or secret.
That's a great idea.
So you cross-reference the map with the map of the lower floor, and when you do that, let's see. You take a look at the map that you made, and it looks like it's actually pretty close. In fact, this map it indicates that there are openings here, but it doesn't include these hallways. So the map on the wall is actually kind of partially incomplete, but other than that, no, every room is represented, and there's no room that is on the map that is not represented on your map.
Nice job, guys.
So
Does anybody have like
pretty
a,
good.
a vial or a potion bottle or something? Could we harvest some of this spider venom?
That's interesting. Maybe.
I have a potion of invisibility I don't want to pour out.
Well, here's one thing we could do. Who's hurt? Who's hurt the who is hurt the who is hurt the worst?
Right.
I took a little bit of
John.
damage. Let's
Only
see,
10.
I took 6. I'm at 22 out of 28.
So we have a potion of healing that we just found that we could use on somebody, and then we would have an empty bottle.
True.
So who wants that
Well,
potion of healing?
I'll drink it.
All right. So that potion of healing is now an empty bottle that you can use.
Hell
Right.
yeah.
And he gets whatever back.
6 hit points. Good roll.
So now we have 6 hit points and an empty bottle.
Correct.
All right. I'd
Mike-
love
Mike-
to attempt to harvest the venom. I think I got the intelligence to do it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, if
But,
you
you got to watch out because sometimes
You accidentally
venom will
cut your
harvest
finger
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that is so
And then you become this douche in this movie.
right,
You're
right.
like-
Yeah. I know this reference.
So let's see
Chrissy
if
doesn't though, so he's not worried.
let's see if you have the smarts to be able to safely extract this venom without without doing something real dumb. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
So I view it like this is kind of, it's a boon to the party, but it's also my contrition for stumbling into that snake pit.
Right. And you weren't able to
Here we
collect any
go.
venom down there.
I didn't think of it till just now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey,
So yeah, Chris Copperfield is and the success is fairly good too. Let's see. Where is that? Let's see what that looks like. Okay. You were able to fill up that potion bottle about a third of the way with venom,
hell
which is
yeah.
a pretty significant amount. It's like like this much, and it's pretty good.
Now nobody would drink of that. Here's the healing potion, real quick.
Here,
Gulp.
yeah. Oh my god!
I'm just thinking back to the times where I've randomly found a potion in a dungeon. I was like, well, let's swig it and see what it
Swig
is.
it and see what happens. Yes. So
You got that sparkly
Speaking of
one.
that, didn't we just find a mystery potion?
you
We
did.
do have a mystery.
There
We
is
do
a
have
mystery potion. That is true.
and a mystery cloak.
A sparkly gold mystery potion and a cloak. That's correct. Correct.
Tony, you should drink the potion.
I was thinking about it.
Well, anything else in this room? Anything else that you feel like you want to do in this room, or will you move along?
We can look around and see if there's any secret doors behind these webs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did any of
Oh,
my
yeah.
secret doors checks go through?
Let's see. Did you make some at the very beginning, right before the fight?
Yeah, I think the only thing that went through was the Buster Stonecraft one.
The Buster Stonecraft one. Okay. Yeah. I'm like looking back at the chat before the fight. Way back. Hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, he did do. He have. I see it. I see it. I found it. I found it. All right. So a couple other people are looking around. Buster did think that he saw something kind of unusual on this wall over here, on the left wall.
Heck yeah.
And what was it?
You go over to check it out, and I don't know. There's a little bit of a disturbance on the wall. It looks like there might be maybe some sort of a seam or something else there.
There's a disturbance in the farce.
There is.
There's something wrong with this wall. It's not meant to be built like this. There's something here. I'll
Have
tell
you
you what.
tried punching it?
Have you?
Is anybody
I
else
can.
gonna examine the wall?
I'll punch it.
You punch it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20. So Chuck goes up. He's like looks at the wall, and he punches the wall. And when he punches the wall in that spot seems hollow. And there's kind of like a bit of a give.
Now lick it.
Terrible idea.
Yeah.
Lick the wall, Chuck. Lick the wall.
He'll lick the wall.
It tastes gross.
Chalky.
Yeah, not good.
It's like a wall.
Yeah, like wall-like, very wall-like. But yeah, it looks like there is something going on here, right here in the center of this wall.
Uh,
Like, hey, what are we gonna
I actually
do?
have a
There's something
pickaxe.
happening here.
Let's see.
Our thief is
I
now
mean-
stone, so our thief is useless.
True.
I'm gonna take my hand axe that I have and attack the wall.
All right. You take your axe and you like do you blade against the wall or do you like butt against the wall?
I mean, with my hand axe, I think it would be the blade, even if the wall is like veneer stone. I think it would be effective.
Okay. So you hit the wall with your axe and you kind of splinter in and you realize that there's like a false wall here. That it looks like it's not actual stone. It's like something else. It's almost like plaster or something, and it when you hit it with your hand axe, it like chips out, and now there's like a hole in the wall.
Our dude's just gonna walk up and join him and just like club the wall then.
Start tearing at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys go up and you start tearing at the wall, and after a while, you kind of beat this wall open, and you realize that in the space beyond, there is a room, and it looks like as you're like opening this hole, it looks like there's something large in the center of the room, possibly an altar.
Oh great.
Is it dark in there? Is that the problem?
It's dark in there. Yeah.
Can I just look in
Uh,
there and see?
Fourth cleric.
Well,
Because-
see the light from everybody else in this room is going to spoil your infravision.
if I kill them all, will I be able to?
I mean, yeah, well,
Yeah.
you'd have to kill them all. Well, you'd also have to snuff out the magic of Chuck's shield and all that.
How big is this
You
room?
you just bury it.
The room surprisingly looks to be about 20 feet by 20 feet.
Oh Jesus, we completely fucked this map.
Okay, so this edition doesn't really have it, but can I roll either intelligence or wisdom and do like a cleric religion check on this altar to see if it is identifiable?
Yeah, definitely. If though at the moment, since you're outside the room, at the moment you can you'd probably have to go in and get a little closer. So, but
Yeah, I'll do that.
you've opened the doorway, so it looks like Buster's gonna go into the room. Is anyone going in with him?
Sure. Since I have light, I will go into.
You guys
Front
step into the room, and you see that in the center of the room there is a large altar. You also smell something. There's like the smell of like a thick old incense. It almost makes you like cough and choke. And as you look around, you believe that the walls are covered with glyphs.
Oh. This could be dangerous, or could be really cool.
Go ahead and make a wisdom check as you walk close to the altar. Now this isn't your study or your field or anything close to that, but you're not getting good vibes from this altar at all. In fact, you think that this altar might be an altar used for dark necromantic rituals, possibly to some evil god of death.
Guys, I think this altar might be an evil necromancer altar. Dark magic. And maybe we could use it on John to see what happens.
And
Can anybody read glyphs here? What about Chrissy? I think maybe you could read them. You
I could give it a go.
You guys can read.
You guys
I'll
can read.
I'll pop my head in there with my lit torch and I'll hold it
okay.
aloft. Does the room explode?
It does not. It does not. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
All right.
You know, a movie I just watched for the first time recently was Zoolander. And that scene where they're
Gasoline
just
fight.
having a gas fight.
Dude,
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
So that's the first time you've ever seen it?
Yeah,
Oh
first
man.
I've seen so many
The
gifs and references to
right.
it that almost the entire movie I'd seen before,
Right.
except I really saw it,
Yeah.
and it was hilarious. It was a good
That's
movie.
awesome. That's all. Yeah, the gas fight is so good. It's perfect.
And the sex party.
Yeah,
Oh man. All right. Yes. So yeah, go ahead and right, you did make your Oh yes. So Chris Copperfield, he's looking around with this torch. He's looking at these glyphs, and in fact, it seems like this room is used for dark practices. The glyphs that you recognize are they all portend to evil, undead, death, and the dark arts. So you're not getting a good feeling about this at all, and nobody's touched the altar yet. Correct?
This is the perfect room to leave John in.
Yeah, right. We're gonna put him up on there. So it is 10:30.
oh wow, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
fast one.
So whipped by pretty fast. It was I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I'll just spoilers. If you touch the altar, shit goes
Someone's dying.
down.
Yeah, I say we wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I say this is a good cliffhanger.
it could potentially be. All right.
We'll give you a
Well,
cliffhanger.
yeah. Well, that was a good one, guys. Fun
That
session.
just makes sure that everybody comes back in a month.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, now we know what that that low vibe meant. That low vibe meant that John was going to be stoned and
Dying
that
again.
again.
And the people were losing attribute levels.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was actually a rough session.
That was a rough session. It was.
brutal.
You're coming up to the end. I mean, look at this map that is strange. Well, obviously you've got this room here is a little short, but
I
Yeah.
mean, it's
You know.
we
it's
do what
pretty
we
good.
do.
But I mean, yeah, look at this map. There's really not much left. There really isn't. So I think hopefully everybody can come back next Mega Dungeon. As long as the dicks don't have anything crazy going on, that will be the last Wednesday of
Yep,
next
May
month.
28th. May 28th.
May 28th. So, yeah. So, hopefully you guys can join us
yeah.
then. Next week we will be back right here with Up and Away, which is kind of on a bit of a cliffhanger
Yeah,
as well.
that's a hell of
Yeah.
a climax right there.
Because Argyle, Guthix, the War, Drake Tungsten inside of that Sin ship, they're like right there at the kind of the bridge, right? Aren't they right there at the bridge
Yeah,
with like
the rescue of Elise,
the
the great
rescue of
Arg-
showdown.
Elise?
Except Argyle isn't. Argyle is
Except Argyle, he's
Argyle's like,
Argyle's
I'm
crawling halfway back
coming.
to the ship.
he's
Yeah.
just hobbling along.
Yeah. So that's good stuff.
Oh man,
Good
it's gonna be
stuff.
so funny when Elise falls in love with Garrett's character. Sad. But he's the savior.
He's the savior. The War, my hero. Urgh. No. Yeah. Excellent. Well, I want to thank our guests from Country Fried Minis once again. That's if you want to fun YouTube stuff, definitely check out Country Fried Minis for their. He does some painting, the miniatures painting. There's some BattleTech. There's some cool BattleTech games that happen over there, and also the TTRPG Tuesday. So definitely go over there and check those guys out, and come back and say hi to us again. And I don't know what else to say. Anybody have any final thoughts for the night?
Everybody should
Right.
draw more dicks.
Definitely.
Gotta up the dick count. Gotta meet our quota.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right. So I think that if I only had 1 hour before the 690,000 gallons of mayonnaise came out of my ass for 14 and a half days, I think I would get a canoe and I'd build into the canoe kind of like a nice toilet seat that would shoot down through. Like water wouldn't come in the canoe. So, well, no, just so I have like a body of liquid with which I know it'll be an
You're not
environmental
bathing.
disaster, but I can have like a cooler of water and some food, and I'll have like a GPS locator so that I can get a supply run over the course of the 14 days. And I'll just, I might even have like a little parasol, keep the sun off me on those
that be-
long days.
Well, would you be in a river or would you be in the ocean?
I'd
You'd
be
make
on like
us
a
hungry.
lake or a pond. My God, man, why would I go? It's dangerous. I'm going to be
The
shitting for
ocean.
14 days.
I mean, the ocean,
Mayonnaise,
you know.
nonetheless.
Well, right.
I mean,
No, you just ride around on a boat, but you only have an hour to prepare.
Would that technically be a douche canoe?
I
Could
don't
be.
think so.
It's like the opposite. It's like
Yeah.
It's
It's
it's like a colonic eruption.
yeah, extrude canoe.
Extrude canoe.
Canoe extrusion. All right, well that's
But-
anyway.
One
Oh, a
last
tube.
thing
You
before
could
we
just be
sign
in a
off.
tube, like laying there, you know?
Canoodling.
Yes, yes.
I'm assuming at least most people here have heard the men versus gorilla debate.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Let's go
Oh,
down
yeah.
the line and just say yes or no,
Oh, okay.
or I guess who wins rather.
Is
Gorillas
this,
take it easy.
is this the 1,000 men versus one gorilla?
It's 100 men versus
100.
one gorilla.
Always
100 men.
gorilla.
Oh, 100 men versus one gorilla?
How did it describe the ripping of the body?
They're just gone. It's just completely gone. Snap like celery.
Yeah.
We did the math. The gorilla has a 99.9% chance.
That's what I'm thinking too. It's just
Yeah.
too strong.
I think the gorilla's got it, and unless everyone is literally bloodlusted and ready to die.
Yeah.
to
I
this
feel
gorilla.
like if the situation is the only way the men could possibly even have a chance is if they're all like fit, buff, like Marines that have no fear, and they're like in like a gymnasium where it's all enclosed and you're gonna die anyway.
I
Like
bet if all
you're
100
just
of
gonna
those
die.
guys-
Like you can't run away. Like you're gonna die anyway. You have to fight. That's the only way I think the men have a chance is if they're like elite and they like have to fight.
No,
have a
I got a better
chart.
solution. You just give all 100
Chart
guys a
in
whole bunch
chat.
of meth and send them in.
I mean that too. Yeah, yeah. Like if you had
PCP.
a bunch of
Yeah,
meth or
PCP,
something,
yeah.
PCP, something like
No,
that. But
there's no way.
I don't know. You
Someone in my group made the argument that like when the gorilla kills someone and like snaps them apart,
right?
you
You
could
could
like
use the
you could
bones.
take like the
That's
sharpened bone to
right.
like be effective. But
Right,
I
right,
thought
right.
maybe you could shove your arm down his throat and he could bite your arm off, but he'd choke to death on your arm. You know.
I mean, it would be
sacrifice.
it would be a horrible bloodbath no matter what, and
Oh, yeah.
probably the gorilla would win. But there are like maybe tiny little there's possibilities depending on the setup where maybe guys could take it. But I thought of that too. Like again, if you're gonna die no matter what, like the gorilla's gonna rip you apart. So you have
Oh,
to
yeah.
fight. If that's the scenario, then maybe the men have a chance because then you gotta fight. So you're just gonna, I mean, I guess maybe some people are just gonna lie down and die, but
Yeah.
This raises one important question, though. Aren't gorillas' dongs retractable? Like they suck their whole business right up inside and protect it.
all the way.
All of it, yeah, right in there, like a little
Going
meat
for the
pocket.
dick
Not the
shots versus
balls
in the
too,
front.
though, right? The balls hang
Oh,
out.
especially the balls. That's an incredibly
Wait,
important part of the
no,
equation.
do gorilla balls suck into gorilla's body? Is that a
Don't
thing?
don't look that up on the
Hang
internet.
on,
My
Yeah,
God.
don't.
on, hang
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
hang
Go ahead and find that out for
God
me.
Almighty.
Hang
Oh
on,
my
hang on,
God.
hang on.
Yeah.
Let's
See, it's going to be on a
see.
list now.
Hang on. Do gorilla testicles? How should I? How should I?
Retract?
How should I?
Do
Yeah.
gorilla genitals retract?
Oh yeah, that's probably better. Just the full
Yeah, I think the meat and the potatoes go in the meat in the little meat pocket.
Retract.
Well, that begs the question then. If gorillas do that, then because some people think Bigfoot is a great ape, do Bigfoot testicles then retract inside of their bodies?
I imagine so. It's pretty cold.
Oh come on.
If you didn't have any underwear or pants, you'd want your balls to retract.
I don't know. If you're Bigfoot, you're kind of generating body heat like
This AI
like a
is
nuclear
worthless.
reactor or
I
something.
fucking
you
hate
know?
that AI. Stupid
Which one?
co-pilot.
Oh, co-pilot. Fuck
Fuck,
What is it?
co-pilot.
What is
fucking
it?
co-pilot.
What is
It doesn't. It
What is
doesn't
it
want to
telling
do
you?
it. It just like doesn't want to. I don't know. I closed it. It just doesn't want to. It never wants to do anything. It's always glitching out and telling me it can't.
Inconclusive results.
Yeah. Sucks. I don't know. Somebody will have to. It'll have to be a question that remains unanswered until maybe the next mega dungeon. Whether
Oh my
um,
god. So like, if you do it on Microsoft Bing, you actually get stuff. So the first one is, I'd say gorilla testicles retract. What do a silverback's genitals look like? I don't care. Then the next one down is, what ape has the biggest balls? Size, weight,
yeah.
and histology of the testes in the gorilla.
It says the gorillas have the smallest penis and testes of all apes.
Gorilla dicks are
Really?
absolutely tiny.
No wonder they're
Wow.
so angry. That like
Yeah.
totally makes sense now that they're like just absolutely like super angry. And I guess if they're real small, I mean, all dicks kind of get a little bit of retraction. Things get tense or cold or whatever, but the balls, that's a whole nother thing.
Mhm.
Oh man. Well, guys, we've been the Dicks in the Dark. This has been our Dungeons and Dragons
Argument of
game,
the ages.
Mega Dungeon, and I think
If you want to
this.
learn more about gorilla testicles, just follow us.
Yeah.
Hit that
Hit
like
hit
button.
You want
like,
to see some
subscribe,
detailed illustrations in our
comment about gorilla
campaign?
testicles in the comments below, and share on all the gorilla testicle forums.
Hashtag gorilla balls.
We will see you guys next time. Thank you very much. A Mega Dungeon. Bye bye.
See ya.
Later.
In a long forgotten land,
We're
in a jungle
doing
dark and deep, there hides a ruined
Save Hell
site,
this
a
Saturday,
tower
right?
temple, and
I
a
think
key.
that's we're
But what
trying.
lies
We're gonna
within
have to,
and
because the next two
Oh, yeah.
Saturdays are a no go.
monsters, treasures,
Right,
traps,
because
and more
Dan's
is what
birthday's
adventures
coming up.
truly
Oh,
Dan's
yeah.
birthday.
Mega Dungeon!
And then